Hello, my name is Allee Cyrus and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about connecting with your purpose and getting back in the game, getting back in action. One thing that you're gonna see throughout your life, whether this is the first time you're connecting with your purpose or like the 40th time, is that we work in cycles as humans, right? And so specifically for you, you are probably going to notice that you in moments will feel super clear and super on fire, and there'll be other moments where you feel like you're doing the right things or you think you are, but there's almost like a fog or a haze or question marks of like, is this even the right thing? And there are going to be times when, again, you're on fire and you feel like everything's happening and all the doors are opening, and then there are going to be times where you feel like you're kind of like running into a wall. When it comes down to it, it feels best to be clear. It feels amazing to be on fire. I have realized that it's up to me to set myself up to actually feel that way. And that's true for you too. And that's what this whole video is about, getting you realigned, really clear, and again, on fire so that you can feel in that beautiful alignment and see the doors opening in front of you. And I really think clarity is an important part of that. So I'm gonna take you through the 7 steps in order to make that happen. At the end, I'm going to just share some specific tips and tricks that really help me when I feel stuck in a rut or again, a little bit unclear. So let's get on fire together. So the first thing that I want you to be able to think about and really sit with is the fact that if you knew who God created you to be, like the fullness of that person, you would not want to be anyone or anything else. And I think that's a really important cornerstone of anything I could ever teach you. Your identity is central to everything that will flow through you, everything that you'll be able to build, everyone you'll be able to love, anything that you'll ever be able to do on this earth. There's so much purpose in who you are. I just want you to sit with that for 2 seconds. There's so much power and purpose to who you are. Everything else that I can teach you after this is hinged on you believing that. You were born with purpose, you are full of purpose, your life is going to help so many people, and that's something that I want you to take seriously. I don't want that to create pressure or, unnecessary stress. I want you to let it give you the weightiness, the charge to continue to move forward and know how beautiful that is. Number 1 is identity. We have to be clear about who we are. We have to be clear about why you are doing what you're doing. One thing that is so important when I am coaching different business owners, different ambitious women, authors, anyone that I'm working with, I want everyone to get on the same page. I want you to get on the same page with like who you were created to be. Who are you? Where do you come from? What have you overcome? What do you want to help other people overcome? I want you to really sit with those 4 questions. If you are building a business or anything outside of you that is like flowing through you, get clear on that too. So an example, I'm Allee Cyrus. I really believe that I'm here to help women feel clear and confident and really welcome peace and productivity into their daily lives, even when they are ambitious. I want them to feel spurred on through the marathon that is life and supported while they do it. And so I have businesses and organizations that I've created that have different pieces and parts of actually making that happen. So it all is connected. For you, what would that be? Once you have that clear, I want you to write down and get clear on your mission. Allee, what is a mission? Why do I need a mission? I'm not like a Fortune 500 company, so why is this important? Because a mission aligns everything. I use that word already. Alignment comes from that clarity and the movement of what you were created to do and the purpose that you are focused on, moving toward it. That is what a mission really is. And so there are a few different questions that you can ask yourself and get clear on right now to really feel, again, aligned in your mission. Parts of defining your mission are 1, who you help, 2, why it matters. Why are you helping them? Why does it matter that you're helping them? 3, what do you do? 4, what do you not do? This is just as important as what you do. 5, what happens if you do not do it? So once you have those 5 elements clear, you're going to have a much clearer and more aligned mission. Okay, now we're gonna go into number 3, and this one is having clear goals. I have multiple videos I've created that are a little bit more in depth on how to create goals specifically, but for you, when we are re-engaging with our purpose, I want you to read through part 1 and part 2, your identity and your mission, and I want you to think through specifically what are the goals that you have to help the people you're helping through what you're creating, and at least get 3 down for the next 30 days, and then get 1 down for the next 90 days, and then 1 down for the next year that you want to be able to do. Just clear, concise goals. Having those clear, concise goals, it's so grounding. It makes it real for you again. So allow yourself some space to really think through that. From there, we get to go into number 4. So this is where chaos comes in. And I want you to understand something. I feel chaotic sometimes. You may feel chaotic sometimes. Life is a little bit chaotic, but we have to, if we're committed to peace and we're committed to being who God created us to be and being in alignment with that, we really have to be committed to, again, goals and then action and how we're going to move into that action. And chaos will come. It will knock on our door, but we don't always have to answer. And I want you to remember that. Like, a calm mind can move through anything, and feeling really grounded, it allows for that calm mind. It allows for peace. And so it's really, really necessary for you to be able to tackle things specifically with that calm mind at the forefront of your objective, right? You do not have to hustle for your purpose. I promise. I've tried it before. There's no way to expedite God's timing. It is so not worth your time to try and build it in your own strength too. You should just really be focused on doing what is in front of you well and being prayerful and thoughtful while building in the right direction while staying on course for your purpose, right? So we want clear procedures on what we need to do day in and day out, week in and week out. I have 2 videos I've actually done that help for like building the best schedule for a week and obviously for a month. So if you want to be able to go through both of those, that could make you feel a little bit more grounded. We'll have them linked right here. But specifically building out a routine for you to operate in is going to be such a game changer for you, and being able to know procedures day in and day out, it really helps you to stay out of the chaos. So examples of this could be just sitting down and knowing, hey, my average day that I'm working, I'm doing this at 9 a.m., this at 12 p.m., this at 3 p.m., this at 5 p.m. And just knowing that, and then looking at your week and knowing, okay, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do this. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do this. You can get as specific as possible, or you can get more general and just create a bit of an outline. But again, having that routine is such a game changer and really anchors you in so chaos cannot come in. Put those things in your calendar first, and I promise it gets so much easier, and we're able to really block out, like I said, that chaos element. That's just a part of day-to-day life. The next thing, this is so important, is creating benchmarks for success. So instead of just doing things to do things, think about over each week and each month, what are some indicators of success? It could be answering emails within a certain amount of time, closing a specific amount of clients, going to the gym X amount of time. It really comes down to, again, your identity and your mission and what you are trying to do goal-wise. But think, if I'm hitting my goals, what are indicators of that happening? It could be, again, completion of specific goals, or, pieces of action that need to happen for a goal to actually take place. I want you to at least put 3 down for each week that you can check in on, and then put down 6 for each month. And those 6 goals would be a little bit bigger. So an example for this is if I was like a web designer, then for my weeks, I would maybe have popping on 5 sales calls and closing 2 clients a week. For my month, I would have a revenue goal and then a completion goal for websites. So again, we would have like a little bit smaller of a goal and then bigger for our month, because we have more time and our weeks are going to be building up for our benchmarks we are going to be checking in month over month. We have 2 more. For number 6, this one is probably my favorite. And the thing I skipped for years, you guys, and it was such a mistake. I realized that without this, I wasn't actually doing the action. I was stuck in a little bit of perfectionism. So number 6 is going to break off any perfectionism, any procrastination. You just have to be committed to it. And it is practice. Creating scenarios for you to practice your craft, practice moving through your mission, recommitting to your purpose, and actually just doing the things. My last example was about a web designer. So now if I was talking about an artist for this one, we're gonna talk through that. An artist should just have space to practice and create what she wants to create. So instead of every single piece being for clients or having pressure on it, giving herself space in her weeks or in her months to actually just create and test and try and master. You have to have space to just be in the game with no pressure associated. I really deeply believe that, and I can see such a difference in the work that I create and the mission that I am pushing toward actually happening when I'm committed to practicing. So first, just giving yourself space to just try and do and test and fail without any pressure is key. And then additionally, being able to keep your head in the game, communicate your successes with yourself and with others. So as you actually go through and practice, that's great, but then you have to process what you're practicing. So getting feedback from safe people who will be kind and gentle to you, showing maybe your significant other and saying like, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling, you know, this is my idea, what do you think about that? Looking at the benchmark specifically, is it good? Do people respond to it, right? So allowing yourself to like practice and get data and really process through practicing, game changer, you guys. It is such a game changer. So I highly, highly recommend making sure this is a part of your process to really just get on fire again, you know, and then stay on fire. From there, we're gonna go into our last one, which is getting support while pushing. It is so important to have the support of safe people, which I actually referenced this a little bit in step 6 as well, but being able to just talk through and get advice from people who've been where you have been or where you are right now, that is so helpful. And additionally, being able to teach and, you know, talk to people who maybe are steps behind you, and then having peers in your skill set who are also running toward a mission, it's so invaluable because we are not created to do anything alone. And so community and support from within your industry of what you do, and then external support too of people who just love you is so important and will help you to really refine your fire and keep your fire going over time, because this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. Like I said at the beginning of this, I want you to be able to do this for the rest of your life. And I know that you were created to be in your purpose while you're here on earth. And I want to remind you of that. Like I said in the beginning, if you knew who God created you to be, you would not want to be anyone or anything else. And so being able to sit and get clear through videos like this and support like this, and just allowing yourself to get back on track, back in that clarity, it is so powerful. So I applaud you for just investing this time in yourself. I am so excited for you to just kind of process this and then start to put it into action. Once you've thought through your answers and reviewed this, you will be good to go to then look at your calendar, integrate any new changes that you want. One thing I really recommend is writing out that purpose and that mission, and really just like getting clear on that identity and that mission is so powerful, like I said, and putting it places where you will see it. Put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your refrigerator, put it in places where you can see it. Share it with, again, a safe person like your partner or your best friend, someone who 100% is behind you and is going to believe alongside you as you learn to believe about this new level. Surround yourself, create an environment where you can feel that fire again, because it's there, I promise. And God's gonna take care of you. He's gonna supply it as long as you are protecting it, guarding your heart, and doing the work, which obviously you are. So I'm so excited for you. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. I love supporting you guys, and I love updates when you are just kind of bringing me along your journey too. So thank you for being here, and I cannot wait to see you on fire and on the other side of this, because there discovery seasons, there are recovery seasons, and in it all, you are in your purpose. So remember that, and I will see you in the next video.